Call the meeting to order. All right. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, deviating from the written agenda this evening. Make a motion to accept the minutes for July 1st, two meeting, Selectmen's meeting and the ACO workshop job description. All in favor? And I'll make a motion to accept the minutes for July 7th workshop and municipal firefighter job description. Deviating code enforcement.
Thanks. I just wanted to follow up on the SDR stuff that we've been doing. Shell out is fine, 33 so far. SDRs in town. Sorry, way back there. But so she worked really hard on that. We mailed out letters to everyone that we found so far. Only 4 complied and paid, but we did give a grace period there. So I'm assuming everyone will make it. But I did want to also let you know that the month of July, we've had 2 camp permits, a single family dwelling permit, 2 tiny homes, 1 deck. And then in July, plumbing permits, we had 3 internals and 1 deck. Thank you. I appreciate everybody working with me.
Sure. Okay. So we have finally gotten all of the new dispensers for the community center, and I will be coordinating with Public Works to get them installed. As everybody has seen, the paving has been completed and the parking lot has been striped. So that is done. It looks great.
Yeah.
Don't do what I did. I went in the wrong side because I didn't realize there was an in and an out anymore. So I have to pay attention to arrows. The town office, I am working with the contractor, but his schedule is really loaded right now to get a new door for the ADA accessible restroom. He'll be ordering that and installing it as soon as his schedule will open up. Joe has been graciously enough to help reach out to some door companies and get some information on the new front entryway. And I hopefully once we get the sign off completed, Joe and I can sit down and we can figure out some ways to move forward. But that is it. Everything else has been done.
In regards to the bollard, I talked to Chris Whitney out here. They just need to know they'll treat us real good on it. And they'll, whatever, how they drill it, cut it, whatever. You just need to know what it is for farm. Good. And as far as the rest of that out there, doors and whatnot, my suggestion to the select board is that we go to somebody like Brian Cobbett, who's done work here before. His pricing's been reasonable, and get him to price up, 2 new doors out there, similar to what's there. It's 333 with the lights, the hardware for it, and whatever reframing, it would be done. And then when he gives us his price for the hardware, the doors, the other work that he needs to do there, we can decide whether it's reasonable or not, and then decide if we want to go out and get more prices. If we think it's too high. But my gut feeling is it won't be, and I feel confident that we can take a look at it and be sure that it's within reason. So, and then the other thing we'll need is an electrician. BW just did the sign out there. They did a good job. And, probably be wise to ask them for a price as well, just for the electric. And when he gave us the price for the sign, he was, I'll just say a few dollars less than the next guy. And he did a good job out there. And the guys came today, everything was just the way they needed it. So we get a price for them to run power to the operator, and then the low voltage wiring to the 2 push plates. Perfect.
I sure will. I'll do it first thing tomorrow.
Playground upgrade.
Okay. So last night at our playground committee meeting, we have come to an agreement on some playgrounds that we would like to put forward. We did have a tie. We were going to present you with 3, but we had a tie for 3rd place. So our first choice is this one, and I have taken and broken it all down from the structures to what they're going to be, to some of these you'll see we would have to get from the Ben Schaefer Recreation because this one happens to be a wooden playground. But it breaks it all out and even has the total cost with the cost of the demolition of the old playground listed on them. So that was number 1. This is number 2, and it goes along with this. And then these were tied for 3rd. So we have a wooden, we have a composite, we have one with cedar logs, and one that is cedar wood.
This one.
Yes, this one goes with this one. So this one is a composite. It is actually made out of 35,000 recycled milk jugs. This all can be customizable. So instead of being here, we can have them put town of Brownfield. These are just some other miscellaneous, which would cost more if we wanted to change out the 2 ADA compliant things they had listed. If we wanted to change those out or something.
First one. Structure, direct. Price installed. 56,277. For 2, is that one? Total, this is a deposit. Total of 172,750. There's cedar logs. 38,656. Cedar works. 637. What are the differences? These are considerable.
So the only thing that is different in these is the structures are a little bit smaller than these 2. Yes.
Size and after the appeal.
Okay, so I'll read the these two out. Amish Direct, wooden, custom pirate ship structure, custom castle and monster truck, custom barn and silo, connection swing, Igo spinner, Bravo Universal, Volta merry-go-round, wood fiber and fencing, that's the entire place. Total 156,277. Playmart, closet, custom summit structure, kids cabin, inclusive Adam spinner, 2 spinner riders, team swing, fencing,
Yep, that one includes fees, shipping,
concrete,
and
fence,
yep.
dumpster.
tariff. So that's if we wanted to add matting, but we don't, we want wood fiber. This one actually even has a thing on the tariff for the aluminum and steel. That was part of the quote, so I kept it in because we have to pay it, so. I didn't understand some of that myself, but
On that second one, in the write-up, there is a option, alleviating like the activation, $10,500. If that's something that isn't necessary or we could do, but that's what they handed it. Same thing with the dumpster.
yeah.
So out of these two options, they both have a.
Every one of them has a key that we presented. So, number one, all of the wooden structures will have ramps for the kids to get inside. And I do have on the other side, there's some pictures of what they look like. I know they're tiny, but they can all access. I think the only one they have trouble with is the monster truck. And so the reason why we're keeping our.
There.
No, that's the coolest one, that's the barn, this is the front truck. The barn is the coolest one, I just want everybody to know.
I don't know, Beth thinks pirate.
Yeah. But then all of these going down through here are all ADA compliant stuff, they're all individual standalone things. So this one has more ADA compliant stuff than number two.
This goes with it. No, this one goes.
Yeah, play mark go to this one. Yeah, put it this way. And I think we did pretty good keeping it under budget.
Hey, do I have anything?
What's the lead time?
For 4 to 6 weeks.
That is on just about every one of them, it's about 4 to 6 weeks.
We're gonna get a picture of Rich playing with the first, right?
We got to vote on the pirate ship or the barn. No, it's a package deal.
No, the barn and silo, pirate ship, the tow,
It's the monster.
monster truck,
Or the pirate.
all are the same, they all come together.
Right, no, I think.
Still a monster.
Oh, no, okay, that should be a cost of $25.
I have 2 questions I'd like to ask colleagues and the rec director. Well, what do you guys think about the land opening is finished? Provide refreshments, hot dogs, whatever, something to that effect.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Brett? Something we could do.
Oh, yeah.
Second question. Is there any more discussion required? Before I will make a motion that we go with the number one pick from the committee, Amish Direct. Total cost, including the removal of the old wooden playground, at $156,277. My motion won't be $156,277. 60. Just in case we don't. That's in here.
We
The
figured
wood
in-
fiber, 10.
Yep. We did about 1,000 for the wood fiber.
Motion for Amish Direct. Cost of $160. Yes. Yeah. Yep. Discussion? All in favor? Perfect.
I will give them a call tomorrow and get everything set up. And have them send over any documents that you need and you will get started.
Right on.
Thank you.
Good evening is department head. What?
Taxes have been committed and tax bill will be out by August 15th. That's all I got for that. I want to talk about the transfer station. That'll be after we take anything else. Okay, all right, so. Oh, there's
November.
November 15th.
my God, we never had this.
No.
Start saving your things. Oh, I don't know.
So the transfer station, we're going to putting out the idea, select board, that we would like to tighten things up down there by issuing a new dump sticker, different color. So we know people are current, so they stay current with their stickers. We're also proposing that we give a sticker for taxpayer resident, taxpayer non-resident, and also residents that are renters. The renters will have a placard that goes on their windshield, on their rearview mirror, like we used to have in the olden days there, and those will be changed out every 6 months. So there'll be different colors. So we're also going to have them numbered, a number on them, so each one of them, when they come in to get that, will actually have a list of who has what sticker. So if somebody's getting a sticker and passing it off to their friend, we'll know, oh, this sticker doesn't match this person or whatever. So we're just trying to tighten things up down there to prevent people from out of Brownfield coming in with their trash, especially now in July, the first week of July, you'll be paying those $700 rates. So we, did we order those already?
No, he was gonna look to see what materials they had and was gonna get back to me, but she hadn't got back.
Okay. We reached out to Minuteman and they said they can provide those with us, so we're just waiting to get back from them. And, in your tax bill, everyone will have a letter about needing a new path to go to the dump. The only challenge that we have is monitoring the people that come to the transfer station. So for a couple of weeks, maybe we'll give flyers to the gentlemen at the transfer station to hand out as they take people's trash, so they know that they have to come to the town office to pick up a new sticker. And we're also going to be vetting everyone that comes in to get a sticker. They won't be able to get a sticker at the transfer station. So everyone will have to come and see us. or come or call us, and we can always mail one out to someone out of town, if they contact us, and the stickers go to them. And if anybody has any better ideas or anything else we should be doing to try and tighten that up, I would appreciate it. Let me know about it. And if there's any volunteers that want to hand the gate check stickers every now and then, that would be wonderful too.
That Bill's pulled on the bag.
Right.
I've already discussed it with Bill. Yes, Deb.
You have one here. And then take mine.
Yep.
And then make it a bigger.
Oh, yeah.
Like one sticker for all for you.
Get one for each vehicle. Not going to car. And we'll also have it registered in here that this person has three tickets. So- Yes, Joe.
Would it be a good idea that you can only get a sticker if you pay your taxes? In other words, once your taxes are paid, like take a look at that list. And if you don't pay, you don't get a sticker, you can't for yourself.
Yeah.
We
Now,
think
we
that
figured
Karen's
that- I was gonna say, when people, they can't afford their taxes, and then they just keep their trash, and then we have then we got rat, you know?
Sounds
Yeah.
like the answer is no.
Yeah. Good idea. No.
I think,
Yes, I talked to him this morning about it. Yeah, he just wanted, he seemed fine with it when we mentioned it to him, but.
but it's just, sometimes it gets really busy down there, and the guys, are too busy to check, that's why I said, at the very beginning anyway, at least while we weed out the people that aren't supposed to be there, have someone at the gate just to check. And, just make sure that people that are paying the taxes are the ones that put the trash, and not everybody else in the surrounding area.
I'm good with it. What do you guys think?
Polly,
You put a sign out there that says if you don't have a sticker, I mean, just so that people know, like, this is coming, so there are probably people that are used to just rolling in there and being like, right, oh, and maybe like stop if you don't have a sticker, we're sending you.
yes, I thought of that too, and
Right. Yeah.
there was a discussion about reusing our old sign that was out front at the transfer station.
Okay.
You have other plans for that? Okay, I was gonna say, we had just one sign, but we could just make a sign that at the front gate that says you come in to
We could do
into the transfer station.
Cliff isn't here.
No,
Cliff is not here.
Okay. We jump to Cliff. Sticker ID. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little one outside the garage. I'll make a motion to institute policy of credit percent of transfer station stickers. Yeah.
I have an A-frame you guys can put down there, they can put something on it.
Appreciate that.
Oh,
Yeah, I have a couple of A-frames,
So I'll make
I can
that
give you one.
motion. Please move forward with Patty, read the clip. Have them. That's fine. You guys want this? You need a sticker in order to
yeah.
yeah, I remember we worked on it for a little bit, Brian.
We need to know those will not only stick to 8 weeks. He has to reach out to different vendors, so and that's something.
How do you say we get our stickers?
Sign come out.
We'll come in and see us at the town office. Or you can contact us at the town office.
Or whatever.
No. outside.
I was gonna put a little blurb in the newsletter,
Oh, okay, yeah,
just so people that come into town.
yeah, yeah.
Could they go out with the tax bills? I just, one, and then if somebody needs a second one, they can come on. Would that save some of the traffic, people coming in the door, or?
If they could go up, but I think that it would be better for them to come and actually get, like, that, exactly who they're issuing these.
Gotcha.
Yes, I was.
Now, can I get a sticker? Sometimes my son will bring it out, if I have a lot or a big step, could I get a sticker hanging on it?
He's not from Brownfield.
Unless we did temporary, it's only for like a day.
That's something we can discuss, maybe we could, like a temporary.
We
sticker.
used to do that, we used to have a temporary hang tags.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we'd give them out if someone was coming up to clean out a family member's home or something.
That's a good point, thank you. Yes,
I know on Jim, we got the sticker, and I'm doing stuff for Diane. And they gave me a dump sticker, but it said only for Diane's residence.
oh, yeah,
They gave the address. So that they found somebody else's mail in that garbage, mine or something, that they don't want Diane.
right, thank you,
Put the address right up.
yeah. Okay. We'll write something out tomorrow, write some, get them in. I'll have to implement them.
Sign.
Okay, good, okay, good.
So the semi-annual vital record report has been completed. And if you are on a committee and have been sworn in, haven't yet been sworn in, please come to the office to do so.
Yeah.
Still working on that, this dog from Brownfield, trying to help locate that. Back in Johnson Plain, we had a stray dog, which I think was dropped. Nobody claimed it. Still doing some investigation work on trouble area. We had a dog that had opened a house with during a thunderstorm. Took off on them. Yeah, complaints about turtles going too slow across the boat.
No, really didn't.
Birds, owls, and.
I thought you were doing that because of the comments I used to call.
No. Yeah, there was last week, and the owl was last week. Can't make it up. That's it, that's all I have.
Thank you. I got a question.
Yes.
How often do you check that track for you know what I mean? For that? I assume it's for that dog up on Duck Lake,
And would you not say track, we have a sighting?
because there's looks like a dog, animal, whatever you call it, cage, sitting up there. I thought it's probably a trap.
What, in the cemetery?
No, right up, you know where the old lake fields are?
Yeah,
Field. Going from this end through, it'd be on the right hand side. Almost to the end where the Skidoo Trail crosses. Just before you get there, you'll see it. Just inside the wood line.
we won't set a trap unless we have a sighting.
So it's not yours.
No, Rick's got mine.
Somebody's got
I think it's for the breeder. The breeder came up from the trap, and I told him, do not bait it because you don't know what you're gonna get.
All right.
Unless you got a camera on that, you don't know what you're gonna get. And I'm not gonna be responsible for checking that every day because somebody else is setting track.
Well, the only reason I'm not, I walk by there with my two dogs. They're very well behaved, so they stay right with me, but
Is it
some dogs
bait in
might
it?
not, never get into it.
Is it bait in it?
I didn't know. I assume there is because otherwise, why would
I'll have to go look them up.
dog hurt, on his life?
Yeah, like 50 trap.
Archie,
One more vehicle accident, 11 medical calls, one was related to Denmark, one single arm, and one lost hiker. We had 8 people attend the training in Denmark for vehicle fire certification on the 28th. Broke the phone, applied for the SHAPE program, October. The authorization and pressure for our grant has been sent in to the grant specialist. Thank you for that. Working on the inventory for the equipment and reworking our applications for firefighters. We'll be training and testing all the dry hydrants on 7/21 and 7/28 Monday nights. The truck will be out. And we're working on reprogramming our radio dispatches changing to a simplex system in Vermont. And I want to take this opportunity to congratulate Lucy for passing Pro Board 551
That veteran personal improvement.
Yeah.
This is in the part of that.
There, he was now back on the blue trail. Instead of letting us know that he got out, I called him, find out where he was. He said, "I'm on the trail."
Okay.
Find it.
Yeah.
help out.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just a couple of quick things. I had occasion this morning to make communication with some folks over at Eco Maine, and they have confirmed that they will be here for Brownfield Day. The young lady that's coming, I think this will be her first time over here. It's his, my memory, and it's not great anymore. If my memory serves correct, this must be their 12th or 13th.
I think 13.
The other thing that I want to reference is the couple, I'll say a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, I brought before you a proposal to have some training done and start a program up at the transfer station to accept batteries, all types of batteries. The other day I was informed of a situation that happened over in New Hampshire, Keene, with their transfer station totally burned, $400,000 damage. And the fire marshal's office said it was that battery. It's lithium-ion batteries. I'm asking, did we have something in the newsletter about that yet?
Not yet.
I would really like it if that could happen. The guys that are working up there, they followed the suggestion that we got from the trainer. The letter we purchased a few dollars worth of accessories. So I'd like to think that we're at least tied who's ready for the battery situation. If there's anything further as far as communication in town that I'm not getting on, I would greatly appreciate it. More people that know about this, the better it's going to be, and the better it's trash. Bring them to and let the guys at the transfer station determine whether it's the kind that they need to wrap and not up. Okay?
Do we store the batteries separately? Most of them, that's where that guy brought it with buckets. Yeah, but nope, does not go into one car. One or two.
They're taken in a manner that doesn't allow them to get crushed or mixed or whatever. Some of them are even individually wrapped.
Well, they're being where they keep them. Yeah, when they put them in the buckets or whatever they're supposed to get them in, are they putting them inside like the electronics in
Yes,
that same container?
yes,
So
they're in that, they're locked in.
Would we be better off to have it on the container? So that it isolates that?
Certainly would harm the matter any more than, yeah, that would be good. If that's okay with the board, let's ask the public works director to take care of that.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am? Thanks, Bill.
So, I don't mind putting whatever I can into the newsletter and writing it up like every 2 months. But somebody said to me this week, not everybody gets it now, it just gets in their lifetime. If there's anything like that, that this is important for people to know, or like the transfer station stickers and all of that. If I put it in the newsletter, if you want to pull any of that out and put it on the website, I know you don't want the whole newsletter there, but if there are certain things that are important for the whole town to know, feel free to just pull whatever you want, post it wherever it makes sense so that a wider audience is seen. I mean, that's what I would suggest.
Public work. Rec center striping done. Only on Hammondtown Road. Storage camp pad at the rec center, working on it. Place the gate. Yogi Top Camp Transfer Station. July 10th class on gravel roads in Bridgeton. Like, rec director.
Yes, this past week, last week actually, our Babe Ruth team finished their season. Fortunately, with a loss, they finished third, 1 game away from the championship. They were eliminated. That leaves us with just the Brownfield Denmark 12U All Stars. They won the regional, so those kids are going to state Friday. That will go through the weekend and the next week if they continue. Fairfield, Maine.
Oh, wow.
So they play Friday night at 6. So they lose, they'll be playing. That's it for the spring sports. Swim lessons are in full force now. We've got breakfast and lunch going for them down there. This week, community activities. We will have no coffee hour this week. Coffee hour is canceled. We will have clay and pottery class starting this Friday and going every other Friday through July and first week of August. Brownfield Day information is still available on the town website. There are vendor rate applications in the front hallway still. We have the cow chip bingo, which is available in the office. Now on the town website, the Venmo, it's $10 a ticket for a chance to square. If you buy it with Venmo online, it's $11. That's coming right up, August 9th, will be Brownfield Day. So, application will need to be in August 1st. We have a community sea log trip, July 31st. So, yeah, that's it.
Skate park, what do you got going on with that?
I made a couple calls this week. I'm waiting to hear back from Jason Tremblay. Left him a couple messages. We had a meeting this past week, Friends Direct meeting. It was brought up, and we are looking to buy some ramps. Put in. someone has a better way to get a hold of him, or is friends with him, have him reach out to me.
All right, gentlemen, we have a chance to go over street standards back construction. Good. Yep. And we, so. I'll make a motion that. Standard policy is good. And. Perfect.
Have a Word document for that, so I can make that sheet and give you a copy.
Perfect. Thanks. You have to take a bunch of committee.
Schedule. First meeting. 5:36. 5:30.
You're right, I gotta go.
I'll get, hello, everybody. Got a election and secretary. Dates. First, second. That way, already. Friends. We're gonna miss this year.
Perfect. Let's. Yes.
Yeah. Last year's budget committee, had $3,000-4,000 in there to have Marcus fix the veterans gravestones, and voters approved it. So I'd like permission to give them a call to schedule them, get them out here.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, just, give me. Response folder. Okay, off the Lake Road. It's a request, so. Have the Brownfield Town Garden Committee, appointment papers, Barb Moulton, Pauline, Sarah C. All right, we have a new contract inquiry from Pay. Well, then September. It would be private. But okay. Seven. The firefighter job description. Such. Block grant. Go. The fire signatures for the block grant. For the enterprise.
While you're signing those, I'm gonna create some specs, it'll be real simple for the community center. And then put it in the weekly shopper for 2 weeks, Conway Sun for 1 week, and have who's ever interested come and meet with us and get pricing on that so we can get that going along. I'm sure that we'll be able to review it pretty quick. We get ready to award it to somebody who will work with Charter Ann because there's a bunch of paperwork that has to go out to them. We have to hand out to the contract bidders. Check that, and a lot of that piece of plywood taken care of in the next 2 weeks.
Yes. Oh, yeah, I think that's. Yeah, and then here.
There we have application form. Request for town to look into action to be taken to address ongoing traffic station caused by the transfer station. Town has been aware of the issue since at least June 2022. The best problem is now nearby residences causing nuisance to taxpayers. Caused by pest control measures, causing grass to move elsewhere. Lack of pest control has evolved to overpopulation. Either way, problem has become a serious burden for residents. Okay. Now, I live quite a stretch from the transfer station, and I actually had to hire the rat terriers because they were tearing up my chicken, literally. So I don't think it's a transfer station problem. We did have a rat issue, which we dealt with on somebody else that came down as well.
And the same time we dealt with the border had with that station of rats down there. And I talked to Bobby Joe, the Green Water. They're seeing all near the waterways, swamps, everything. More rats are coming out. So it's not a transfer station. Right. It's just what's happening. Natural, yeah.
I would like request that you take
I'll take a look.
all the report and do it. I said, dude, I'm getting. If you got all that, I got thousands and thousands and thousands.
I have rats up in the house, which I never had before. I goes to the thing, so I got 2 cats. Feral cat, we had fun. Sure.
Yeah, well, we hired that many, those dogs are cool, and should. They wasn't long, they stood up and say, hey, kid, they dug down that deep. They, those dogs were nuts.
Oh, yeah, they love stuff like that. Crazy.
Busy.
I got fun going out to the rat shop and see watch them jump up in the air. People like your house.
Okay, it's coming Wednesday, 5 p.m. Public Safety Building Committee meeting here. 7 p.m. School Board meeting at Mollyock. It's coming Monday, 5 p.m. Playground Committee meeting. Tuesday at 5:30, legal select board meeting. We'll also, when I open the meeting, selectmen's meeting next Tuesday, I will immediately be opening the public hearing for the enterprise grant. It's a public hearing, so we can treat it the same way that we do with general assistance.
You listed it at 6.
Either way, I can open it, it's open, and we will adjourn it until after the selectmen's meeting. 7 p.m. is the planning board workshop here. Wednesday, not this Wednesday, following Wednesday at 5:30 is the truck purchase committee. This Thursday at 4 p.m. communication committee first meeting. Members are Alice Fitzgerald, chair, Terry Lockhead, Laura Mika, Brad Fuller, Kathy Daly, Vincent Pennever, and Mike Wood. Is that happening here? Perfect. week.
Had a couple people reach out about the playgrounds, asking if the metal playground was open. Some confusion if the playground closed sign is on the out there.
Oh, you can take that down. The old one's gone.
Right, so I just wanted to make sure it was okay to take that down.
Well-
They're still kind of cleaning up.
Everything out there, good to go, right?
Yep.
Yep, open it up. Yep.
I would though like to say thank you guys for looking at this and making it. Can't wait to move forward and can't wait to see it come on.
Can we reach out to them?
Yep.
I'll be very- 4 to 6 weeks.
I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, just go look at it. Okay. He's got the badge, sorry.
I'll order myself a bag.
Years ago, the Saco River Recreation Council, I think. Remember they used to contact us and come here.
Yep.
And ask about staying for the week, etc. I went down there again to the bridge, not into the campground, because people are getting confused about what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about Woodland Acres. I'm talking about when you first pull in, you go by the parking lots, there's one on your right, one on your left, take a right, you're down in there where you can turn around and come back up.
Yep.
That's state property.
Yes.
And from Memorial Weekend to Labor Day weekend, they turn it over to the Saco River Recreation Council, or whatever they call it. Which is all of the campgrounds or any of them that I guess the one participate. There's still no barrel, even though it says throw propane tanks in the barrel. I went down the other day and when I left, I had a big plastic bag filled with propane bottles to take to the transfer station. Now, all it's gonna take is one or two of those things and I'm quite empty. Some person thinking they're doing the right thing, chucking them into the dumpster. The dumpster gets picked up by an outfit that we pay to pick it up, takes it to the transfer station, puts it in the box, and over comes Richard with the backhoe, bangs down on it, all fun begins. So I don't know, maybe I'll just go online, and find the Saco River Recreation Council, call whoever's listed there and explain to them that according to the contract, and I've got one.
Yep.
It says it's still good, the contract is still good for 2 more years, that between Memorial and it's up to them to take care of that little landing down there. So I'm gonna continue to pursue it. I would appreciate it if you won't hear anything from, that you let me know who it is that speaks for it.
Is Hackley Ferry, is he still part of that?
I have no idea. Is he one of the ones for the?
Yeah, Bob Tagliaferri Ferry. Wasn't he part of that rec council?
The names.
Because, who's the other one? On the property up there at Walker Falls. Eldridge.
Well, Elbridge is still lurking in the shadows.
Yeah.
The folks from right across the bridge, she still goes, I think. They have meetings down behind the private fairgrounds there. Yes. I'll pursue it. I just want to let you know that this situation keeps up.
Yeah, because the trash pickup stuff down there, that contract from the state, that's paid for by the state. We don't pay.
That isn't picked up by that.
Yeah, it is, but it's paid for by the state.
Okay, but it goes up to us, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Part of it is Wednesday trip.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
So I just wanted to report in, as the Community Resilience Committee,
Oh, cricket.
the crickets, so. Yes, Brian, yes, the crickets are alive and well at Brownfield. So we've, sent the final draft of the municipal resolution over to Tamara and CB. And just so she can look at it, hopefully within the next week, she will have reviewed it and said, you know, we're good to go, and you'll have it in your folder next week, for the signature to be moved forward.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yes.
Just to let you know, truck meeting met last Wednesday. We discussed on what we're looking at. Cliff brought up an alternate thing to look in. So Cliff and 3 other people are looking at purchasing a dumpster body to go on a truck that he I think it's 2004 Western Star there. And then the other 4 of us are looking to purchasing trucks from 5 years old up to brand new. And like you said, we're not meeting this Wednesday, we're meeting every Wednesday after that. But that's just the update.
Perfect. Thank you. Good. Anybody else?
So, signs in place, and, it'll stay the way it looks right now for at least 24 hours. Neocraft told us it has to burn itself in, which basically, you refer to it as just like a group. It takes a little time for the energy to get dispersed evenly through both signs, which consist of about 12 to 16 modules. They left us one extra module, at some point we needed. Cirrus, who actually made the components for the sign, they actually monitor it through the cloud. So if they see that there's energy loss in one of the modules, they'll call Neocraft during the warranty period. They'll come out and they'll replace it. They may not even tell us, but they'll come out and replace it. And then as far as programming, Lynn reached out to Megan Jordan, who had contacted her earlier. She hasn't responded, but Lynn, Shane Moffett from Neocraft said could be vacation or something, but the number that she had on the email, all that, you can ask for somebody else. Explain what the situation is, we have to sign in, we'd like to get a program, and there's a lot of variables that you can do, from brightness to colors to when you want it on, when you want it off. And Shane confirmed that if you turn it off from like 10 to 6, 10 to 7, it won't diminish the sign as far as like its brightness or whatever. But if you do turn it off for several days, you have to let it out. So that's pretty much it. The next steps are Cliff's going to backfill the trench. We're going to have to dig out underneath the sign, put in some loam or garden soil, and then we'll get together with some of the folks in town to figure out a nice planting pattern. And then it was recommended to try to find some boulders to put like on the roadside anyway, and also where the well is. Now where the well is, where that tree is, so that tree really should come out. Cliff can get rid of the dirt that's there, and we can put some boulders around that to protect it as well. And then the sign will go up within the next week. We had to make a slight modification of that. We've got some molding for it. That's got to be stained. Once that's stained, a couple of us will get out there and probably forgetting something, but then it'll be complete. And this past weekend, we had volunteers show up. For instance, Cliff showed up and brought his generator, which he was off that day. And for anybody who wants to complain about people not participating, Cliff did that on his own time. And then came back later in the day and picked it up. We were able to use extension cords for work on Saturday. But on Thursday, Whit was there, Andy Buck was there, and of course, part of that was part of his contract. Chad was there helping us put up the staging. So we had a nice group of people that came out. And as you can see, it's pretty much all done. We just have to take care of those last few little odds in it. And Las Vegas.
The frame looks great. Yeah, it looks great.
That's not, it's really.
Time committee did a good job. It was a very good example of, like, it was basically informal since we weren't sworn in. You know what? Everybody worked great together. Suggestions and everything else. And, looks good.
Anybody else? All right, motion to adjourn. Second. Thanks, Philip.
All right.
You've got me heard.